Hey guys, this is Nathan Booth, and this is going to be my first video for IPY, I think is what we're calling it, or IPD. Anyways, first week of final project, and I'm going to show you some of the work I got done on Dungeon Companion. I'm going to open up on kind of a serious note with it. I'm not very happy with where I got this week. I hit a few roadblocks of not necessarily things where I needed to ask for help, just things I weren't really not experienced with. Primarily, I'd say Android fragments and setting up a larger type of database than just a couple tables. So I struggled with that, and due to that, my project is nowhere near where I wanted it to be. That said, I have learned a lot from these experiences, and so I'm thinking I can get it to where I want it to be and maybe even past that by the end of this weekend. So that is the good news. So real quick, I'll just show you visually what's going on with my project. Doesn't have any custom visual elements yet, and I probably need to actually select that, right? There we go. So, doesn't actually have any like real visual components going for it yet, and the base views are very simple still as of this moment. There we go. You'll see that the landing page is blank. Whenever it first opens it up, it actually does open up the navigation drawer. So that's a good thing. You're able to move around in here and it will change. You can see it actually change what it says up there, and it'll change what's in the action bar. And right now I just kind of have placeholder buttons there. And on characters, these are supposed to work. Haven't been able to get that navigation to work. So as far as the actual app goes, there's nothing really working. I had to restart from scratch, which was a bit of a problem. I'm probably gonna have to restart again because I'm pretty certain I went about fragments the wrong way. So I need to really read up and fix those problems. What I did spend a lot of time and got a lot done with, though, however, is setting up my databases. Now, this is another thing where I set it up once and ended up having to tear it all back down because I was at, I think, 40 tables for information that had no excuse for being across that many tables. And so I've slimmed it down a lot from that. Right now I have 8, and I'll probably get up to somewhere between 10 and 20, I think, when all said and done. But I actually have this set up ready to have data wrote into it and ready for the app to read out of it. So if you look, I have all of the classes from the content that I'm using. I have their names, I have IDs for them to be linked back by, I have their hit dice in there, that's to determine their health points, and I have their level advancement progression charts put into there. This all took a while to build out, as you can see. Even though all of the information is already there for me to access, still had to type it out and make sure I was grabbing the right things and putting them in the right place. And then you have your really big things, which are these, where you actually get the full chart and full description of the class and their features. So in here you're actually getting it where it's talking about different skills that each class has. So like I like playing as a barbarian, so in here you can see things about the rage they get and all of this will be pushed into the application. So because of this being done, not only have I set it up in a position where, since it's SQL, people can actually add their own races and classes into the application as they feel fit, but I also have it where the lore section is ready to be able to read out of this and put up the things that the users would like. You also have 30 feats that I went through and grabbed, and once again you have all of their information in there, and it's done in a manner where it should be relatively simplistic to actually add on feats now. I was pretty worried about feats and skills and spells. I'm still figuring out how to do the spells table, but both of them are just a lot of data to handle. You have all of your skills right here, and you have a table here to actually handle reading in the skills and assigning them the rank that you give them whenever you're creating your character. You have your stats where it's going to get all of your ability scores from the app and save them in, and then your character traits, where it actually goes in and grabs basic content like height and weight of your character. Important things from a just fleshing out the character to be more than a few words, but these are kind of the more static type things where you type in a word and it would pull it and put it in. The feats and skills and spells, on the other hand, it would actually have you select them, and there's a ton of data attached onto them because you don't just want the name, you want to actually have the description and everything. So I got the races, I've got the classes. I'm pretty happy about having both of those in there. I don't know why I went about it the way I did the first time around. This definitely is a lot cleaner and makes more sense, so thankfully that has been taken care of. By the way, all these have their little blurbs as well. And I feel like it is pretty close to being ready to go for next week on a back-end side. I just need to get the actual front of the app working correctly so that I can get to the pages where I can edit everything, and so I can actually save things. Some good news as far as that goes is I've kind of gotten more direction on what I'm wanting to do with my app, and I'm wanting to make it where it actually has a few different ways people can use it. So whenever it first opens, maybe it asks the user what their experience is with D&D, and based on that, the character creation might be very automatic and trying to teach them things, or it might just be giving them the entire wheel. But overall, I'm starting to lean towards this being more for new players as opposed to for veteran players. I was hoping it would simplify it enough for new players before, but now I'm actually kind of wanting to focus on that area. So that's one of the good parts that came out this week. I also know the navigation and everything that I want to have for the character creation now, so that's another good thing. I think that's it. So as far as future progression goes, I know I didn't get much done this week as far as actually it working, which is a problem because it needed to have core components working. But I'll have all that working along with the other features by next week, and I'm pretty excited for how it'll turn out by then. Anyways, thank you for watching my video, and good luck, everybody. Bye.